We here at Cleveland Rocks Past, Present, Future would like to thank you for tuning in to the second live show in our Wednesday Songs and Stages series. Over the past months, we have been dedicated toward keeping the local music scene going with live stream shows from our Tower series, as well as efforts to extend grants and show opportunities to our local performing musicians. These Wednesday Songs and Stages shows feature 10 local artists performing at various venues in the Cleveland area. Our featured artists today are Michelle Gaw and Liz Kelly, and we got a chance to speak with them, as well as the other 8, about their experiences weathering the storm of shutdown.
Hi, my name is Michelle Gaw. I'm a singer-songwriter from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm in the band Mimi Arden, and I love our city, I love our music community, and I'm happy to be sitting here at the Beachland Ballroom today.
I'm Elizabeth Kelly. I am a singer-songwriter living in Cleveland, Ohio. I front the band The Village Bicycle here. I play guitar and write songs, and I sing for them. And I love Cleveland, and I love Cleveland music.
Our team at Cleveland Rocks Past, Present, Future is centered around the Beachland Ballroom and Tavern, but we have partnered with several other local venues, the Grog Shop, the Bob Stop, and the Happy Dog, in order to not only bring our viewers content from different locations, but also to support the local venues and keep them moving forward. But who exactly will you be seeing on these stages? Please allow the musicians of this series to introduce themselves.
I'm Kyle Kidd. I am a Cleveland native, and I believe that Cleveland rocks.
My name is Jenna. I'm a Cleveland-based artist, and I play guitar and sing and write in a band called Nights.
Hi, my name is Latoya Kent. I'm a singer-songwriter. I live in Cleveland, Ohio.
Hey, I'm Austin Walker-Kay, and I play blues around town.
I'm Brent Kirby, and I'm a songwriter, musician from Cleveland, Ohio. I play with my own band.
My name is Davidion Pearl. I'm a Cleveland area musician, a touring musician, and a freelance travel writer as well.
Hey everybody, I'm Ray Flanagan. I'm here in Beachland with Storiness. Now that I've been here, I feel all kinds of emotions.
Hi everybody, my name is Rob Hubbard. I'm the founder, drummer for Hub's Brew. It's my main gig.
Wednesday Songs and Stages is part of an effort to fill these empty venues with music once again. While we obviously can't pack them full of people like we used to, we are currently making efforts to open up safe distance attending options that would allow some patrons to view these live performances in person. Stay in touch for details on our Facebook page and at clevelandrocksppf.org. If we can make it possible, we would love to host you. Despite these hardships, our local musicians remain optimistic about the future of local music.
Because we're unable to gather, I've been able to find some new things within myself as a solo artist and a solo performer. I've been writing a lot more just for myself instead of writing for a band. You know, I have a band, I love the band, I've been with the band for a long time, but I've always kind of had a mental block on my solo work. And so just even having the space and the based around the necessity of it all, of not being able to be with the band or play shows, I've been able to kind of explore that side of my creativity, and that's actually been pretty fruitful and pretty eye-opening as far as what my abilities are there and how far I can take that and how I can actually turn that into pretty viable outlet for myself. So it hasn't all been bad.
I feel like it is important to say for me, like, it's gonna be like the sad part. Like, I genuinely feel like I, within the last 6 months, have been like experiencing like an identity crisis. Like, it's really like, and I feel like a lot of people have, you know, like trying to figure out like this is your life, and like now you can't like live your life in the same way. And that like really, I mean, it's like, it's genuinely been an identity crisis.
So I think that the separation of just being around people was difficult. Just being able to say like, I'm gonna go to now that's class and have a drink and all my friends are gonna be there. and I can talk and I can share, this is what I'm doing, or this is what I'm reading, or, you can put on your new shoes or whatever you have going on. And all of that just came back.
And so what I started to see was people doing different things, but still kind of community-based. And I found myself missing some of those things, just the regular every week or every month, seeing the people, seeing my friends. That's my social time. I don't go out. I try to, but when you have kids and things and you're working 5 nights a week and days too.
It has taught me to be still, something that I was really struggling with before because I was so caught up in trying to keep going. And, when you're a full-time artist, you have to always be ready and on the go. And when someone calls, you just go. And so I've been able to be still, and I've been able to go back into some of the old things that I used to appreciate and love that kept me a well-rounded person.
The positive thing that I see with all this is that, and it's like a bittersweet positive, is that we all are going through the same exact thing in whatever varying degrees together. So whatever happens on the other side of this, we all have this now shared experience that we all understand, and however it affected us.
I think a huge part of the draw to the live streams is first off just the connectivity and knowing that person is there with you and you're all there at the same time, and you do feel that sense of community in a way. And it can be like a cheap substitute, of course, for the community that comes from an actual show, but you still know that these people have gathered to experience something together.
And sometimes I still, I really do miss the live performances. Like if I go back to my streaming room days, we would do a concert and everybody like, well, how do we get this in there? So we just have to go we back in the basement practicing, you know what I'm saying? And that was a challenge at first, but we started getting used to it. But it is what it is now, 6 months strong.
And in fact, that was one of the things at first that was terrifying to me, was that idea of accessibility. It's like when you have, when you're in the Grog shop or when you're playing at the Peachland or wherever you're playing, there is a limit. There's a limit to how many people can come in the doors. Not that there are many times when I've reached that limit personally, but there is one. When you think about the limitlessness of the internet and the vastness of the internet, it feels a little overwhelming. It felt at first like anybody. My Aunt Betsy, who lives in Massachusetts, can tune in, or somebody halfway around the world could tune in.
But I think the impact of COVID was, I always felt like I had been running a marathon with my hands for the last 30, 35 years, just constantly playing. I took a break. I didn't touch my guitar unless I was pretty much doing one of those weekend shows on Saturday or Sunday, or Dairy. So I mentioned Dairy Queen twice, so I should probably talk to everybody about it.
One thing that really struck me, and I think it was in April, maybe early May, I had hugged a friend. I was at the drum circle in Edgewater, and I went in for a hug, had my mask on and everything. And then it dawned on me. I said, wow, I've had 4 hugs since this whole thing began. And I used to not really be one that really thought about human touch and so forth until that well ran dry, right? And then it struck me. We've had pandemics before, but not on this level, where the world pretty much stopped hugging for several weeks, right? And when you go back into the origins of the Homo sapien, and before then, the early, even earlier hominids, they always held each other. Before fire, you're holding each other because, tigers, saber-tooths, or whatever can see, wild dogs. They can see you, smell you, and your senses just basically just hold each other, right? And so when you think about it, this had really been the first time in about 2.5 million years that we just put the pause on hugs and the human touch.
So far, we have collected over 6 hours of interview footage featuring our local artists, and as you can see, they've got a lot to say. If you would like to get involved in supporting, you can visit our website, clevelandrocksppf.org, and click on the Donations tab, where you can then choose to donate to the Wednesday Songs and Stages events or to the musicians directly through the Northeast Ohio Music Relief Fund. We would like to take some time to thank a few of our sponsors: Evergreen Podcasts, Gotta Groove Records, Visible Voice, and the Ohio Arts Council. Once again, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the rest of the show.
Just smack it. Yeah, that felt good, actually.